Welcome to the CBW Show. I'm your host, Risha Garnata, and I have invited Theresa Codinha to join us today because she is an expert in the marketplace, and we're going to go deep into what's going on for buyers and sellers and what you can expect when you're out there looking for homes today. So, Theresa, welcome.
Well, thank you, Risha, and I really appreciate the opportunity to do this in the studio. This is my first time in being in the studio, and wow, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So thanks again, and good morning to everyone watching here today. And so let's talk real estate.
Yes. I love that. I love that you have your show, Let's Talk Real Estate. I think that's beautiful because everybody just wants to dive in and just hear about what's going on in the market.
Right. Well, what I really want the viewers to glean today is that this is what I call the perfect storm for real estate.
Yeah.
Historically, there are buyers markets and there are sellers markets, and great times for each individual side to be jumping into real estate. But right now, it is what I call the perfect storm.
Right. Yeah. So tell us more about that. So if you are, if you're a seller, and which, by the way, I just want to touch on, I love all of your marketing for all of your listings. It just seems like you have so many. You have so many going on right now, and you handle them so well, and you market one each so beautifully. But what can you expect as a seller coming into this market?
So right now in the current real estate market, we have what's called low inventory. That means there's not that much housing, available. Some more is starting to creep up on the market, but really we have very low inventory for sellers. So once we list that property, we're going to get a lot of offers. So when you start getting multiple offers on your listings, what happens is that actually drives the price point up for the sellers. And of course, that's the goal of every seller, and the goal that I have for every seller that I represent is to get the highest and best. And
so if you're a buyer now, because you're saying perfect storm, so it sounds like it all kind of comes together and it's great for everybody maybe? Or, I mean, tell me more about that. What does the perfect storm mean for a buyer?
At this particular time, it's not only good for the sellers, but in addition to that, it's also great to be a buyer.
Yeah.
Because interest rates are at an all-time low. They are starting to climb a little bit now. And that's something for buyers to, really pay attention to.
Right.
But they're historically very low right now. So it's a great time to get out there, get a great loan, and get moving on getting your property, your home of choice, and get out there and get in the market.
Right. Now, you've done a lot of transactions, and that's important to mention because in this market of when you have a home to sell, before you buy a home, right, that can be very tricky, and all the details of contingencies.
Yes, the good old move-up buyers.
So I want to hear from you about that. What is it? What's so dangerous about it? I mean, let's visit that area for a little bit.
Sure.
Why should they hire you, who knows more about that
situation? And thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Because when you are listing your home to move up, or maybe you're downsizing, you're going to move down, but either way, you're going to sell that home first. It's important to be listing with the proper agent. They need to be knowledgeable and understand that you are going to be selling that home contingent upon finding a new home, and that it must close concurrently. And so it's just understanding the contract and how to put that all together for your sellers.
Right.
So that they can have a smooth transaction and only move once.
Yeah, because it can be so stressful. I mean,
yes.
So if they have you and you're taking care of them, and that's beautiful.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes, thank you.
Well, what can we expect a little bit about your show? So tell me a little bit about your show, Just Talk Real Estate. I think you told me a little bit about it, going to visit listings and
yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's called Let's Talk Real Estate because I think a lot of people out there really want to talk real estate, and I want them to know that, I'm ready to do that with them.
Yeah.
And yes, I like to take videos when I'm at my new listings, welcoming the public in.
Yeah.
And sometimes showing videos of showing property to buyers. A lot is involved. San Diego is a beautiful city. I know it like the back of my hand.
Yeah. That's good. That's important because there's so many different communities and lifestyles that they can get when they, it's not just maybe La Mesa, it's also deeper into
Yes.
the lifestyle of little communities in that
From
city.
the East County to the South County,
Right.
to the coastal. Our coastal areas are beautiful. We have
Mhm.
North County, all the way up to Borrego Springs. I've been there.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. I want to go let the viewers kind of get to know you on a personal level, and
Oh,
we're
my.
gonna play a game,
Okay.
and it's probably gonna be harder for me. So we're gonna play two truths and one lie. So I need you to dig down deep and figure out
Okay.
what your two truths would be. I'm saying that right. And then your one lie,
Oh,
and you're gonna
okay.
make them as elaborate as possible.
So I have to be a liar today.
Yeah, you have to be a liar today, and then I'm gonna guess which one is
Okay.
the truth and which one is a lie.
When I was 12 years of age, I almost drowned in the Pacific Ocean. That was a very bad day.
Yeah.
And then that's number one.
Okay.
And then number two, I learned how to fly a plane when I was in my 30s. And I got
What?
my pilot license just before I turned 40.
Huh,
A lot of
okay.
people don't know that.
Wow. Okay.
This is going to be hard for everyone to believe because I'm a woman,
Mhm.
but I play baseball. I love hardball.
Mhm.
And I used to play hardball when I was in my 20s and 30s with prisoners
Wow.
in one of our local prison camps.
So I love 2 and 3 so much. I want those to be the truths. And then, the first one's sad. So I'm gonna say number one's a lie.
No, Risha, honestly, that's actually true. I did almost drown in the
Oh.
Pacific Ocean when I was 12 years old, thus my fear of the water.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Okay, so then which one is the lie?
Well, which one do you think is the lie?
Oh gosh. I'm gonna say the pilot one is a lie.
You're right.
Okay.
I only wish I was a pilot.
Yeah, well, you can still do that.
Oh.
You can make it like a bucket list item. I don't know.
You never know.
Never know. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh, thank you, Rish. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I
It's
love
been
what
fun.
I love what you're doing with your show. I
Thank
think
you.
it's awesome. It's very different, and it's what the consumer needs. So I think
Yes,
it's great.
I think so too.
Yeah. Well, you can catch Theresa Codinha at all of our Coldwell Banker West offices throughout the county. She's everywhere, right? You're everywhere in San Diego County. And tune in next week as we interview another mover and shaker in the industry. Like and share our Facebook page, The CBW Show, so that you don't miss out on all the fun. So thanks so much for tuning in, and get out there and have a wonderful day. That was a great face, wasn't it?